Oh my goodness, she's here from the future. That is 2063 to our nation. That is Kenya. Still the same nation that she is the president, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, the year 2063. So if you're out there and joining us right now, Miss President Imani Tumaini. Karibu sana, Your Excellency.
Asante.
How are you?
I am very well, thank you.
What are you going to be? In the future, is there Sheng, by the way?
Yeah, bado iko.
Bado iko? Oh, nice. So tunaweza ongea Sheng?
Kiasi.
Of course, I have a couple of questions to ask you, but what brings you from the past to, from the future to the past? Aki nimezoea preparing for the future, but you're already in the future. So what actually brings you to the past?
Well, I just came to see how things are right now in 2019 because as history books show us, this is where this is the crossroad. This is where we make or break Kenya. Yes, that's why I'm here specifically in 2019.
Specifically?
Yeah.
How does 2063 look like? KICC bado iko, wamebomoa. Kuna Mike Sonko mwingine yako huko. We like to know, what's the development like? Is it a better setting as compared to now in terms of infrastructure and development generally?
What do you think?
I don't want to think right now. Tuko na Mwakenya hapa. I just want to know, like, how 2063 looks like for Kenya especially.
The thing is, I don't want to give too much away, but all I can say is right now, what plans that we have right now, what things that we've set up right now determine what's going to happen in the future. So this is make or break, you know, but all I can say is it's looking bright, but it's up to us to make it bright. Yes.
So you're here just to make sure that we get everything done right.
Well, there's nothing much that I can do for now, right now, but I'm just here to just convey that message that Kenya can be good, it can change, things can get better, but those changes, we need to make them right now.
So what does the future hold for Kenya? Because so many people are asking, maybe there is something, of course, Said tuko na Prophet Award, so everything is prospective right now. That's why I want you to ask, I want to ask prospective questions. Okay. Yeah. So like, give you an example. Can you give us a cheat code? What is a cheat code? Nani tuna elect 2022? I believe those are some of the questions you've been asked as soon as you arrived on your tour.
Yes, you're not the first one to ask me that question. I've been asked a lot about it. But again, all I can say is everything that's in the magazine, I hope you've seen the newspaper that's out. Everything that's in the newspaper is all that I can say right now. Because again, it's make or break. And I don't want to reveal too much, but definitely there is a potential. The only thing that I'm seeing right now is there's no plan for the future, and that's what's worrying me from what I've seen so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not like even in the current, like in 2019.
Yes.
In as much as we'd like to look at the political scene, there is no woman in the picture. What can be done to make sure that? What can we do right now to make sure, or what is hindering the woman right now to effectively carry on duties as a leader, as in whatever space?
I don't think there's anything that's hindering the woman per se, but I just feel like the fact that there's no plan, there's no women, their roles are not really defined, and that's the problem. So if the role is not defined, then it's hard to have a female leader, because then we don't know what your role is exactly. So I feel like that's something that needs to be addressed right now so that we can have me as president.
Yeah, I want to make sure. I wish my great-grandchild will be able to do campaigns for you, a quick campaign manager. You came to 2019 pregnant. What does that mean? I almost asked who's the father, but staki kuingia kwa hizo details.
The father did not come, but the father is there.
Okay.
He just did not. You know, when I'm here, he needs to also oversee other things, but he is there. I only came with my warriors, as you saw them.
Yes. They're actually out there. Kuna warriors hao tumeambiwa wasiingie huku. Yeah, because of the weapons. They are so advanced.
Yes, now wangewacha. It's how it is. So they has to remain outside, but that's fine. So for me, it was significant for me to come right now in 2019 because this was actually the year of my birth. I was born in 2019.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and right now I'm about to give birth to a girl, so I would like to see how was it when I was getting born? How was it? How were things, you know? And how can we make 2063 even better than it is right now?
What do you think we can do right now to make sure that, especially contraception is important? Do you think that there's a better way we can actually carry on with it?
Yes.
That the future is more clearer and...
Yes, definitely. In terms of, we need a very clear and organized sex education. We need to talk about these things, because the more we keep burying our heads under the in the sand, we're not helping anyone. So there's no, family planning is not a big issue. It's not made as big as it is, because it is a big topic. So when we're talking of planning, we're talking planning, family planning, planning for the future, financial planning, such kind of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the youth right now, do you feel like maybe they're misguided, or are there opportunities right now that could be actually big enough to aid 2063 in general?
Yes, definitely. I'm very excited about it, because opportunities are definitely there. The only problem that I'm seeing the few days that I've been here, the problem that I'm seeing is everyone is just a copycat. We're just doing the same thing, but you're not doing it differently. We call it the M-Pesa phenomenon, you know, where one person does one thing and you go and do the exact same thing, and you don't make it better. So I feel like there's a lot of potential, and there's a lot of things to be done. I'm not saying reinvent the wheel, but if it's something, so for example, you want to open a salon, what will make your salon different from the salon that I already go to, you know? So it's all about innovating and making things better. Even if it's not a completely new idea, then change it, make it better. Yeah.
Hii tour yako, we want to know, ulienda mtaa gani? Because kuna watu wa Kawangware washaanza kuzusha, wanasema hujafika hiyo mtaa. So
Kawangware sijafika bado.
Are you actually done with the tour yet? What are some of the things that stood out for you?
Just the optimism that I loved, that people are very optimistic about the future, but like I said, the only thing missing is the plan for it. So you're optimistic, but what are you doing for it? You know, it's one thing to have a dream, and it's another to actually get out of bed and go and achieve it. Yes.
Are we still facing the same issues in 2063? Tribalism, the nepotism, the regular Kenyan themes that I don't want to talk about really.
Yeah.
But are we still facing that? More intermarriages to expect in 2063, ama tukae tu hapa utatuambia baadaye?
That is a very good question. It's a valid one, but I really cannot disclose it.
Okay, then Kenyans want to listen to you right now, and they'd like to hear what's your final word to Kenyans right now?
My final word to Kenyans is, you need a plan. From my tour so far, the only thing that I can say is there is no plan. We all have all these great dreams and great ambitions, but there's no plan for the future. And also the role of women, again, which is really close to my heart, it's not defined. We still don't know what's your position, you know, what's your role. It's still, for a man, we already know it, but for a woman, it's still very gray. So we need to define these things so that in future, we can have female presidents and female leaders, more of them, that is. I can see we already have them now, but we need more, and in more powerful positions.
Imani Tumaini, Her Excellency, thank you very much for creating time to be here with us.
Asante.
And nakwambia, she's traveling back to 2063, so wale watu wanataka kudandia mat, tafadhali, let's do that. And that's how we're going to cross over to the other side of the conversation. But right about now, I give you a short commercial break, and when we come back, remember we have the Duke of Mathare, Sisi yao.